in the machine, whatever it tabulates is whatever it tabulates.
No, it doesn't. It changes.
You're not letting me finish.
Okay,
whatever
please.
it tabulates is whatever it tabulates. My hand vote, my ballot remains the same. They counted those ballots. Did they not?
I understand what you're saying,
Did
Your
they
Honor.
count the ballots?
No, the ballot images were changed, and that's what the total shows. Okay, I'll move off of this because I can see that I would encourage to read the report number 3.
I've read them, ma'am.
You've read all of them?
I've read those reports. They were given to me at some point, I believe.
Good. Well, so you know what I'm saying is true.
President Donald Trump is making headlines again, this time demanding the immediate release of Tina Peters from prison. But who is she, and why is the president so vocal about her case? Tina Peters, a former election clerk in Colorado, was convicted for her role in illegally accessing election data. She claimed her actions were aimed at uncovering voter fraud in the 2020 elections, a claim that has been widely debunked. Peters' case has become a rallying point for Trump and his supporters. On Truth Social, President Trump wrote, "Free Tina Peters, a brave and innocent patriot who has been tortured by crooked Colorado politicians, including the big mail-in ballot supporting the governor of the state." He added, "Let Tina Peters out of jail right now. She did nothing wrong except catching the Democrats cheat in the election. She is an old woman and very sick. If she is not released, I am going to take harsh measures." President Trump did not specify what these harsh measures would be, but in the past, he has threatened to withhold funding from states that do not follow his directives. This is not the first time President Trump has spoken out in her favor. Back in May, he labeled Peters an innocent political prisoner and accused Democrats of communist persecution to cover up their election crimes. Tina Peters, 69, served as the county clerk of Mesa County, Colorado, from 2018 to 2023, overseeing local elections. In 2021, state officials began investigating her after sensitive voting information from Mesa County surfaced online, raising concerns about election security. It was alleged that Peters provided unauthorized access to voting equipment, undergoing software updates to an individual connected to MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell, a prominent election denier. Peters herself publicly questioned the 2020 election results, claiming widespread voter fraud, a claim never proven.
In the machine, whatever it tabulates is whatever it tabulates.
No, it doesn't. It changes.
You're not letting me finish.
Okay,
whatever
please.
it tabulates is whatever it tabulates. My hand vote, my ballot remains the same. They counted those ballots. Did they not?
I understand what you're saying,
Did
Your
they
Honor.
count the ballots?
No, the ballot images were changed, and that's what the total shows. Okay, I'll move off of this because I can see that I would encourage to read the report number 3.
I've read them, ma'am.
You've read all of them?
I've read those reports. They were given to me at some point, I believe.
Good. Well, so you know what I'm saying is true. All right, let me move on. It's not funny. My life is on the line here, Your Honor.
No, you're the one who's making this allegation that, one,
It's
I think
not
is
an
funny,
allegation.
and two, that I know it's true. You're saying that as if I believe you, and I did not say that.
Okay.
That is why
All
I made the sound, because it's insulting to me for you to just put that in a record in front of all of these people that I believe something to be true.
Okay, and I apologize for that, Your Honor. That wasn't my intent. I do apologize for that.
In 2024, a jury in Mesa County found Peters guilty of 7 counts, including misconduct, conspiracy, and impersonation, with 4 being felony charges. She was sentenced to 9 years in prison. Her attorneys had sought probation, arguing her actions were not malicious, but the court rejected this plea. During her sentencing, Peters asked for leniency, insisting she acted in good faith and never did anything with malice. She claimed she was trying to protect the people of her county and expressed remorse for her actions. Despite her defense, the jury concluded she had overstepped legal boundaries.
Ms. Peters, you have the right to address me before I impose any sentence upon you. You do not have to address me, ma'am, and in fact, you retain the right to remain silent, and if you choose not to address me, I will not use your decision to not address me in any way against you. But if you do wish to address me, you can tell me as much or as little about you, this case, or anything else you think I need to know in order to impose my sentence properly in your mind. I would just ask that you stand when you address me.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. May I take the podium?
Yes,
Is that
the
okay?
lectern, yes, you may.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. It's with a heavy heart that I hear the vile accusations and the anger levied against me for what I did to serve the people of Mesa County. You know, maintaining my innocence is not disrespect for the law. I respect the jury verdict based on the evidence that they were allowed to hear. There's much that they weren't allowed to hear. I never intended a video of the trusted bill to be made public. I did not authorize it to be made public. I asked questions about Dominion violating election laws. One moment. Judge, I'm asking for probation. Since 2022, I've been on restriction, and now I have an ankle bracelet that I've been compliant with that.
Oh, are we doing something on the screen? Oh,
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes, Your Honor.
I need to know that.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Thank
That's
you.
all right. Excuse me.
Judge, I've never lied to you. Can we zoom in on that, please?
Yeah.
Mr. Rubenstein accused me in court of recording on my iPad. I did not record on my iPad. This was the transcript of that. He says, I've now seen the screen, and indeed, it's recording. Then later, Rubenstein admitted he didn't know if I was recording or not. I have no idea if it was recording or not. In my eyes, Mr. Rubenstein lied to you, Judge, which resulted in me being seized and now wearing an ankle bracelet for contempt and lying to you.
The ankle bracelet is for your contempt or for your conviction in the obstruction case?
Well, all of those two cases were a direct result of that day in court that the DA got up, interrupted a normal proceeding. I didn't interrupt the proceeding to get up and cause a big stir.
Oh, Judge Dunkelman found otherwise, but I guess we can just disagree on that. I understand what you're saying. Go ahead.
They kept the iPad for 15 months. They never searched it. And when my attorneys had it transferred to a lab, they said there was no recording ever on it. None of the 66 videos were deleted. You can go back down, or go up. No, go the other way. The report states, wait, stop. Go up a little bit more, thank you. 66 recordings were extracted from the iPad. None of the 66 videos were deleted. None of the videos were recorded on February 7th, 2022. There was never any recording made, and my iPad proves it. I want to take a break here and address some of the accusations, the vile accusations that have been levied against me with such anger and vile. As a Christian woman and as a gentle person, basically, that stepped up to run for county clerk and recorder because we had 3.5-hour wait times from the prior, who is now the present clerk, who was the manager of elections, 3.5-hour wait times. I looked at that, Judge, as a business owner. I could have minded my own business. I could have stayed living a great life, my husband and I. But instead, I stood up and I said, I can fix that. My son said in his SEAL Team 6 paperwork before he died, I read it after he died, he said, describe your mother. He said, she fixes things. When I see something that needs to be fixed, that's good, I believe that everyone should do that. I ran for clerk and recorder, and I'll get into that part in just a moment, but I'm very taken back by how
This marked the first time a local election official in the U.S. was prosecuted for a security breach tied to the 2020 election. Prosecutors said Peters became fixated on alleged voting problems, ultimately allowing unauthorized access to election systems and records without evidence of widespread fraud.